how many people are just beginning any program? Most of you. Well, this information should be helpful for any program, whether it be nursing or anything. So we'll start off by, how many of you guys consider yourself as organized? Not very many people. Well, I suggest to try your best to start being organized if you want to be successful at whatever your program. I know the nursing program, you need to be. Because pretty much every class, you get, a class calendar showing, what to do for, the entire quarter. But when you have 5 classes, you're gonna have 5 of these. So my recommendation is to get like a daily planner and list everything on there for all your classes. Just keep them, organized. Because, and try to get things done on time, because before you know it, like midterm comes by really fast, and you can't wait until, the next night say, oh crap, this is due, because you're not gonna, be able to put in the work that's really needed, and your grade's gonna be more slow. So make sure that you get things done early, be organized, it's important. And when you're studying, like, there's so much information. I don't know, mine, like in the nursing program, we have a bunch of these able packets. There's a lot of information that you might have to study. My suggestion is, when you're studying, don't go and sit there and just read, because chances are you're going to sit there and read the same thing over and over and over again. And when you're reading it, most time, you're going to be directed towards stuff that you already know. So, in doing that, when things that you don't know, write down the stuff that you're not aware of, because you're more likely to remember the information that you write down. And writing down the stuff, try to use different colors. Like, for instance, if you're studying the nursing, if you're studying drugs, separate them, and maybe put, loop diuretics and purple, and then potassium sparing and orange, kind of helps you separate which ones go where. And also, when studying, don't sit there and try to cram and study for 3-4 hours at a time. You're not, all that information that you're studying for those 3 hours solid, you're not going to retain all of it. You start studying, and your mind, you're sitting there reading, and even if it's 15 minutes into it, and your mind's sitting there saying, I wonder what I'm going to do after I end studying. Get up. Take a walk, go do whatever, go listen to music, do whatever, and then come back. You'll be much more successful if you do that. And if you are, how many people know what type of learner you are? Whether you're an auditorial learner, how many people do that by, you learn by listening? Some people are. Well, a lot of people, because I'm not, but I know a lot of people that are, and that have been successful at doing this, is get permission by your instructor to record the lecture. Of course, get your instructor's permission, but most of them let you. And record it, the lecture, and then go back at home and replay it and listen to it. A lot of people do that. And then when a lot of classes, they have practice tests and case studies for nursing students. Do them. They're there for a reason. A lot of those actual test questions are very, very similar to those test questions or practice questions and case studies to do them. And any extra tips that I would give was after tests, a lot of instructors let you meet with them and discuss, what you missed in the test. Go see them. Because even if you, let's just say that you got a 98 on the test, look at it. And if you are struggling, really go check and make sure, maybe the way you're thinking isn't the way that the instructor's thinking on the question. So maybe that'll help you, base your knowledge of what kind of answer they're looking for. So go see them. And if you see your friend struggling, try to help them out. Be that support group for them. Try to push them along. That helps a lot. And also, you hear this like so many times, show up to class. Some classes, that's part of your grade. In some classes, you get extra credit. And that extra credit and those attendance points bring up your grade a lot. I mean, it can be passing or failing, so you want to show up to class. Is a personal note for me, what happened to me is last quarter, it was really, really hard, but I had 22 credits last quarter. That was insane. Don't try to do that. If you have a quarter, or you guys are under the semester shortly, if you have a quarter or semester that's, not so big, try to get some of your general classes in. That'll help you big time. It's 22 credit hours in 1 quarter. That's horrible. So, if you do all this, you should be pretty successful with whatever you're majoring in. Any questions?
I don't know if I told you guys this last week, but the reason these guys did their